Today we're counting down our top 5 Christmas gift ideas for board gamers. And to help me out,
hi everyone,
it's Brittany. And I'm Mark Maya, and this is Board Game Coffee. Now, before we commence with our list, I'd like to remind you all about subscribing to our channel. It's the best way to keep up to date with everything we do here at Board Game Coffee. And if you're already a subscriber,
welcome back.
Now, recently we did put out our top 5 board game stocking stuffers for this holiday season, but this list is a little different.
We'll put the link for the stocking stuffer video in the description below.
Now, the difference between this list and that list is that this list is focused more on those big box board games, your pricier purchased, those gifts for the board gamers in your life.
Yeah.
Where the stocking stuffers were tinier things, less expensive, that, well, fit in a stocking.
But still a lot of fun.
No, but these are the kind of gifts that when you see wrapped under your tree, you get excited. And that's what this episode's about.
We get a lot of recommendations for games to add to our list, and we love and appreciate your suggestions, so keep them coming. But to make our list, we only actually recommend games that we play.
Yeah, because recommending games we haven't played just seems wrong. Now, let's get to that top 5 Christmas gift ideas for board gamers.
So our number 5 is
Space Base by AEG.
So I really like this game. This game is actually probably the easiest one that's on our list today, and this is a great game to play with a family or friends or people that are new to board games. I like it. It's a dice rolling game. There's a lot of randomness to it, but I really enjoy it because no matter whose turn it is, there's kind of something always going on, and you're always playing the game.
Yeah, because you play off other people's rolls too, so it's not like you're just waiting for your turn. You're always kind of like, I guess, what's the craps? It's like craps in Vegas, where everybody benefits from the roll of the roller? Is that what you call it?
I guess.
Would you call them the roller?
I'm not sure.
Crapper? I don't know. Anyways, so there's always something to do, like Brittany said,
yeah.
and it is a fun game. It's not very high in strategy. It's very gambly.
It's relaxing.
Yeah, it is. It's easy to play, and basically in the game, as you roll dice and you earn points, you buy other ships and bases from the table, and you build up your, I think it's a space station? I don't know, your tableau. You're building that up, and basically the more ships you put under a certain number, the more you score when that number comes up.
Yeah, that's basically it.
I'd say there's a bit of the only strategy I'd say is which cards you buy, because usually the lower end numbers will come up more often.
Yeah.
But
and what's interesting about that is that one game you might have the whole group rolling one number. So you think that the next game you're like, I'm going to put all my resources onto this one number, and then nobody rolls that number, which is actually really funny.
We've played, one game we played, just the number 5 came up a ridiculous amount. Now I know it's a very common number, but I think it came up like every roll. Until,
and I totally won that game.
Brittany wins all the time. I suck Space Base at Space Base. That time where the dice kept coming up 5, one of our friends, once she bought a card to benefit from the 5, it's like the 5s just stopped coming up. Which is hilarious, because everybody's benefiting on 5. She's like, I'm hopping on this gravy train. And then nothing. And then you get funny moments like 12 almost never comes up. So I got a ship on 12, and I'm like, whatever. It's the higher numbers usually pay out a lot more, but there's a lot less chance of them coming up. Like there's only one possible combination for 12. And it was funny because I did that, and 12 came up like 2-3 times in a row. It was like 12, 12, 12. I'm like, yes.
Yeah, it was funny.
So it's got that very Vegas-y gambling, like, what am I going to get? Come on, 5.
And I feel like the whole table does that too. So you have people cheering for your roll, which is a lot of fun if you have people over.
Yeah, and how many people is this? Hold on.
It's 6 or 7, isn't it?
It is 2 to 5.
Oh.
2 to 5 players.
It's all wrong.
But it plays really well in big groups, and I'd recommend this more with a bigger group than a smaller group.
Agreed.
All right.
Great. Let's find out what our number 4 is.
Let's find out what our number 4 is. Now, our number 4 Christmas gift idea for board gamers is...
Zombicide Black Plague.
Now, Zombicide Black Plague isn't the newest game on our list, but it is one of the newer... it is the newest core Zombicide game.
Yeah.
There's expansions for this, I believe, so I believe this is the newest one. There is a new one on Kickstarter. What is it? It's Invader? Zombicide Invader, which is like in space. But that's not out yet, so... But you do got this. Now, Zombicide Black Plague is a really fun, just co-op, simple hack and slash. You're going through it. It's set in a medieval time, and then I think it's magic that caused the zombie outbreak. So everybody at the table, it's all a co-op, so you're all working together. You're breaking down doors, you're making noise, attracting zombies, and then you're trying to collect spells and weapons and whatever you can to fend off the horde and complete your mission. And the great thing about the Zombicide games is the better you get, the more zombies there are. So the game is balanced that way. So it's very important that you don't get too good too fast.
It gets intense real fast.
Yeah. So this is not a game you want to play with a greedy player, because if one person advances or levels up their character too fast, then everybody suffers. Because you definitely don't want one guy at level 20 while everybody else is sitting at 2.
Yeah, that's very true. It's very, very much a cooperative game.
Yeah, and again, not very thinky. Yeah, the most thinking you have to do in this game is like, okay, who's gonna go over there and distract those zombies, and who's gonna bust that door, and who's gonna kill those guys, who's going after the scroll. And usually you team up. I like playing this with the full roster, which is like, is this one 5 players? Hold on, let's check. So 1 to 6. Yeah, we played with 6.
Yeah, we have, yeah.
Yeah, so I like playing this game with the full roster. It's a lot of fun.
But it's a great game to play for 2 as well, because when we first started playing board games together, we played the original Zombicide a lot.
Yeah.
And then this one came out, and we love the Black Plague one.
Yeah, this is our favorite Zombicide so far. I've heard great things about the expansions, but we don't have those. So this is great if you have a board gamer in your family that isn't into, very overly thinky games or mathy games, and you just want to go and kill some zombies. If you want to feel like you're in a zombie apocalypse movie set in medieval times, then this is the game for you, or for whoever you're buying it for.
Yeah. And it's great too, because there's a lot of gameplay in this.
Oh, so much. There's is it like 10 to 12 campaigns?
Something like that. But it's awesome because you can play the same campaign multiple times and have a different gameplay every single time, because it all depends on what's behind the door and what cards show up.
And
pretty cool.
And if you're a creative board gamer, like if you have I guess the time to do so, you can actually make up your own levels and scenarios with what's here. Like you can make up a map and like, this is how the map is. You have to go collect this dark book and do this. You can do whatever you want. You can come up with your own missions if you're so inclined to, and it's really easy to do. But yeah, but I recommend playing through the campaign first, because it's just a lot of fun. And I like campaign games, and I like playing with Brittany cooperatively, like we do like competitive games.
Yeah, we do. But we like to kind of relax and have a co-op game every once in a while as well.
Yeah, so I like playing with it, and it's a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun to lose. I like losing at Zombicide more than I like losing at any other game. Because it's really fun.
When you lose, you lose.
Yeah, and you're like caught in the corner, and the zombies are coming in, and you're like, I'm so close, and then you're done. You're like, "Argh!" Again, we're doing it again.
That's very true.
So,
and we actually have a video for house rules on this one if you're interested, and we'll put that in this description below too.
Yeah, because we've played this game so much, we kind of started implementing some of our own house rules.
Yeah, to make it harder.
Yeah, and actually, you know what I heard? I heard in a podcast that Guillotine Games, and this was an old podcast, so it was referring to the very first Zombicide. And apparently, they encourage people to implement their own house rules into their games.
Oh, neat.
And when you play them, you'll see how easy it is to do.
Yeah.
So yeah, go watch our house rules video. Brittany will add a link in the description, and you'll see how we play Zombicide Black Plague.
Yeah, and then if you play it too and you have house rules, let us know.
Let's find out what our number 3 Christmas gift idea for board gamers is. Alright, so our number 3 game is...
Clank in Space.
We actually just recently did a review for Clank
we
in
did.
Space.
One of our fun ones.
Yeah, it was fun. It's actually one of my favorite reviews. Hey, check the link in the description below. I beat you to it. All right, let's tell them about Clank in Space.
Yeah, so you have your cards, your deck building, and then there's a board that you're actually moving along.
Yeah, so it's not totally your typical deck builder.
Okay, yeah.
But it's got your basic deck building rules. But what doesn't make it typical is the fact that there is a board, and you use the cards from the deck you build to steal things from, what's his name?
Lord Eradicus.
Lord Eradicus. Now that's the big bad alien bad guy who because you're all
He's trying to
thieves.
hear you clank.
Because you're all thieves, and clank is the noise you make as you're like stumbling through his ship, stealing his stuff.
Yeah.
Not very Christmassy, very Grinchy.
Yeah. But fun, because you can actually take down other players in this game, which Mark loves to do. I don't have the heart to do it, but he does.
Yeah, this is not competitive. Oh, sorry, no, it is competitive.
This
is not cooperative.
No.
That's what I meant to say.
You want to make Clank so that the other people get...
Well, that's just one strategy.
I guess.
Because you don't want to make a lot of noise, because that attracts Lord Eradicus to your area. But there are certain cards that cause other players to make noise. Or if one of my favorite strategies is if you think you're going to go down, if Lord Eradicus is going to take you down, then make as much noise as possible and take everybody down with you.
He does that a lot.
Oh, it's so good. It's so satisfying.
This is a fun game.
Yeah.
I like this one a lot. We play this a lot, actually.
Yeah, we have
play
played
all
this
these games a lot. So this is a really light game. There's a lot of humor in this game because there's a lot of spoofs, which I love. I really like the art in this game. So I found I was buying characters just because I really liked the spoof that was on the card.
Not a good strategy.
Not a good strategy at all. I lost that time.
And if the person you're buying this for is already a deck builder connoisseur, they'll be able to jump into this game super fast. Because it follows all the same rules as other deck builders, as we mentioned before. Basic deck building with more.
So if they like deck builder games, like Marvel, Legendary, or DC Deck Builder, or Dominion, they will really like this game.
All right, so let's move on to our number 2. We had 2 already?
Yeah.
Let's move on to our number 2 Christmas gift idea for board gamers.
Our number 2 game is Terraforming Mars.
I love this game so much.
Me too.
You know, this game did not come out this year, but it's been my favorite game that I've played this year, I think.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. If not the, then one of. Like, so close.
So there's a handful.
Oh,
really
well,
good.
I can think of one other one that's just as close to this. And you know what?
It's our number 1.
It's our number 1.
It's true.
So you'll have to wait and see what that is.
Yeah.
Although they are very different games.
It was so different.
Now, Terraforming Mars is a game about, you guessed it, terraforming Mars. Now, it's a hand management game, which involves players get a bunch of cards at the beginning of their turn, and they have to spend resources to keep those cards, and then they have to spend resources to play those cards. And those cards they play generate more resources. So they can buy more cards to generate more resources. So you kind of get the idea, right? And the cards you're laying down will help you terraform Mars. And there's, what do you have to do with Mars? You have to raise the O2 levels to a certain amount.
Yep.
You have to raise the sea levels to a certain amount. And you have to raise the overall the temperature of the planet to a certain amount. Now, when all those 3 criteria are met, the game is over. And then it's the player with the most points, the player who contributed the most. Actually, that's not necessarily true. Because the player with the most points, depending on how you earn those points, you're not necessarily the player who contributed the most.
No, that's true.
No, you're just the cleverest player, who is always me. Now,
I hate that that's true.
I am undefeated in Terraforming Mars.
We hate Mark. But we love this game.
Now, I'm not necessarily a master. I'm just saying, Brittany's not that good.
I'm excellent. You just always beat me by like 3.
Oh, you're. Okay, so as far as all the games we've brought up, this is probably the most thinkiest of the games.
Yeah.
It's the most difficult to learn. So if you're looking to give this to a board gamer as a gift, make sure they're one of your more experienced board gamers. And there's a lot more figuring to do. Like the game is about generating resources and doing as much as you can with them. And there are options to screw over the players, which is just a cherry on the top of this delicious cake, which I could just eat all day. So, Brittany, my perspective is all from the winner's side. Now, since you've never won a game of Terraforming Mars, how about you tell us, how does it feel from the loser's corner? What do you think of Terraforming Mars?
Oh my gosh, you kill me. You kill me. I'm sorry you have to see this. So, the reason, I don't know why I'm addicted to this game, and I don't know if it's because I want to beat you so bad that's what makes me come back for more, but I think I really like the fact that it depends on which cards you're picking up on what strategy you're going to do for that game, and then there's just so much thinking involved that you have to kind of think generations in advance to kind of get your engine going. And
oh yeah, that's the thing, is the theme is generation. So every round is a generation. So basically on your first round you do as much as you can, which is basically like your generation doing as much as it possibly can. And then the next turn you've died out, so we've moved on to the next generation. And that generation is building on what you've left behind. Which is, and I love the theme. The art, meh.
But I kind of like it now.
Well, yeah.
I didn't at first. When I first saw this game, I was like, I'm not interested.
Yeah, the art is not really
and
art.
I think that's so unfair for me to say that, because there's a lot of...
It's true. Like
This is such a good game.
There's a lot of brown in this game, right? And that's the thing. You look at this game, and I had this game for a while before I played it, because I was like, oh, I heard so many good things. I gotta go buy this game. And then I bought it, and I had it there, and I was like, it's just so brown.
I don't know why that's a factor.
And then I was like, I just didn't want to play it. So it sat there for a while, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna play this. I'm gonna do it. Sit down and do it. And I read the rules, and it was really interesting. And I was like,
So glad you did.
Brittany, I think you're gonna like this game. Sit down, let's play it. And she looked at it, and she was like, it's so brown.
Like, I just was not interested in it.
And all the cards are like Google search images.
But now I like it. Like, now I'm like, this is a comforting card. I like this card.
It does match the theme of what you're doing.
Yeah.
Although there's some
Great.
dodgy Photoshop work on some of these cards.
I don't mind. I don't notice.
But regardless of any of that,
It's good.
we love this game. And you can check out our review, you could check out our review, but you know we love it already.
This game is really great too, because I find time flies with this game. Like, we could have a 3 to 4 hour game sometimes, and it's like this, and I'm like, where did the time go? And all of a sudden it's like 4 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah, yes. Yes.
We've had many nights of those, but it was
Yes.
totally worth it.
So worth it. Oh, and I like the expansions, except for one.
Yeah.
But if you want to figure out which one that is, you're going to have to watch our expansions review.
Yeah.
So that's a separate review from the Terraforming Mars review.
Yeah.
The expansions review.
But we love this game.
Oh, but there's the one review coming out, Colonies.
Oh, I can't wait to play that.
It's been released at Essen, so some people have it, but we didn't go to Essen. So we're missing out. But I've got my pre-order in, and I'm waiting for my email to say it's in. And when it is, I shall have it.
Anyway.
Okay, anyways, I can just talk about this game forever.
Yeah, we can.
So good.
We love it.
All right, now, shall we move on to our number one? Our number one. Let's go see what it is. All right, so our number one Christmas gift idea for board gamers. And now, this is a big one. Now, this is only for those most important board gamers in your life. Right? And that game is... Oh, and they'll love you for this.
Yes, they will.
They will. Now, our number one gift for board gamers is...
Rising Sun. We love this game.
So awesome.
This game is the reason why we're talking to you today. This game started it all for us.
Yeah, this was the start of Board Game Coffee.
Yeah, it was.
Our unboxing of this game happened one night.
Yeah.
We edited our first video on my phone
That night.
and then we posted it the next day as Board Game Coffee.
Yeah.
Like, that's how it happened. It was just like that.
Yeah.
And so...
We love this game for different reasons, but the gameplay is also amazing, which is why it's on our list. It's not just because we're attached to it.
It's not
for
because
other
it's not just sentimental reasons.
Yeah.
It's a really good game. So we just lucked out that our first game is just awesome. Thank you. Well done.
Sorry.
Well, you apologize. It was well done. Like we did, like our first unboxing, our first review, our first how to play. Which, if you're getting this for somebody, send them to our how to play.
Yeah.
I'm confident it is the best how to play Rising Sun on the internet. I'd like to play this game more, but we don't play it enough.
No,
we don't, because now that we have this channel, we got to review games, we got to play new games, we got to be on it, and it's hard. But I miss playing this game.
Yeah, I do too.
And I'd like to make more time to play it because it's such a gorgeous game.
It's beautiful. The minis in this game, the artwork in this, everything.
It's got to be some of the best
gorgeous.
minis in any game I've ever played is here. And there's so many of them.
Yeah.
There's so many in this box.
Yeah.
And then there's the expansions.
Yeah.
And the expansions give you even more minis. And they're so awesome.
They're so pretty.
Now,
They're so pretty.
this was a game by Eric M. Lang, and he knocked it out of the park with this one.
Yeah, he did.
And great job. Like, this made us big Eric M. Lang fans.
Yeah, that's true. We're like huge fans now. We buy a whole bunch of games by him.
Yeah,
that we haven't played yet,
which is
but-
pretty much Simon games.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
So,
That's true. So let's talk about the gameplay a little bit.
oh yeah.
So what I really like about this is that there's a lot of interactions in this game. So
it's competitive.
it's competitive, but then it's also cooperative. At some
Oh, it
times.
depends.
It depends. Like if you're doing negotiations,
Yeah.
the team
Yeah,
or the
because
tea ceremony.
it's like a military strategy game.
Yeah.
Now that sounds more complicated than it is. Mind you, it is hefty. I think the rule book is like 54 pages or something. Like,
Yeah.
if I remember, it's been a while since I've opened it, but you can just watch the video.
I like this game because it's like you're friends 1 second, and then you're backstabbing your friend and making an alliance over here.
And what Brittany's referring to is the tea ceremony is how basically each season starts, because the game's broken up into seasons. And the tea ceremony is where you can make deals with people.
Yeah.
And you're like, hey, Brittany, how about we join forces to screw over Chris this round?
yeah,
And just that way we'll benefit. We'll screw him over.
and then
we'll-
the next round, I'm like, hey, Chris, let's screw over Mark because he's getting way too powerful, and I don't like him anymore.
Yeah.
And then the next round, you guys are turning on me.
Exactly. So there's so much, and the thing is, even when you're partners with somebody, you do benefit from whatever they do.
Yeah.
So there is benefits from it, not just like there's actually a piece, like a yin yang symbol that you put together, and that symbolizes your union, right?
And there's been times where like Chris and I had an alliance, and he actually sacrificed his own character so that I could win against you.
Yeah.
I love you, Chris, if you're watching this now.
But you can also backstab your partner,
That's true.
which is awesome.
He does a lot.
No, I don't do a lot. I am a man of my word. Unless it means I lose, then my word is out the window.
And I like the bidding and stuff like that. That's fun.
Oh yeah, because battle is done by a blind bid. Like you have a screen and you have all these cool little like Mandarin coins, and you bid on like what you want your military to do. They can even sacrifice themselves, or they can take people hostages, or there's just so much stuff you can do.
You're playing behind the screen, and all of a sudden you're like, your countdown 3, 2, 1. Everyone lifts up their screen, and it's like, I got you. Yeah.
And the temples where you can worship at these temples, and then you'll get bonuses for worshiping, and then you can recruit Oni, which are the monsters, and they'll come fight for your side. And they're
so
like
cool.
they're like these big minis. They're like hand-sized minis.
And they're so scary looking, but they're so artistic at the same time.
And they do all kinds of cool abilities. Oh, and there's clans, and every clan has their own ability. Like one clan can just fly and go wherever they want on the map. Another clan can like place characters for free, and there's so much to do. Like it sounds like there's the war phase where you strategically like play against each other. That's where the bidding comes in, and it depends on how many characters you have. And there's just so much to do in this game, and it sounds overly complicated when you first hear it.
It does, but it's not.
But when you get into it,
Once you play the first round, it's
once you figure it out, it's a flow that seems natural. You're not always referring to the book. You get into the flow. But there is an initial hump of learning you have to get over.
Yeah.
Because there's a lot of reading, but the game flows so nicely.
Or a lot of watching if you're watching our video.
Yeah. But yeah, so competitive, deal making, controlling territories. It's worshipping at temples, calling on giant gods to fight by your side. So much awesomeness.
So awesome.
And it takes up a lot of space, so make sure you have a big table.
Yeah, and you know what? This game is actually really affordable. For what you get inside this box and how much gameplay you get out of it, it's not a bad price at all.
Yeah, for the quality of game and for the quality of the components,
Yeah.
I would definitely recommend this game.
Yeah.
And it's so pretty, like unwrapping this and getting this under the tree.
Yeah. With the expansion packs too.
Well, that's a bonus, because that costs more. Those don't come free.
No, they don't, but they're still affordable.
But yeah, feel free to buy them. Feel free to throw those expansion
Because they're
packs
all
in.
good.
The expansion packs I recommend. Hold on, actually, this is an extra. Hold this. Hold that right there. I recommend these two. I know they're the only ones that come in boxes this size, so you don't need to remember the name. There's just two of these. Okay, so that was it.
So yeah.
So let's put this down so your
Okay,
arms don't break.
thanks.
Because yeah,
Heavy.
it's a hefty game. You got a lot in here.
I love putting away that game too because I get to do all the cardboard.
Oh yeah. Now we've done one reboxing video.
Yeah, it took me 45 minutes to do, but you can enjoy it in less than a minute.
Yeah. And so we had some people actually ask us if we did that, if we just played it backwards, but no.
No,
Brittany
I
did
actually-
it. We just spit it up forward.
I grabbed a coffee. It was relaxing. It was awesome.
Okay, anyways. So
Alright.
that was our top 5 gift ideas for board gamers. So yeah, if you have a board game or somebody that's special in your life that likes board games, any of these should make them happy. Obviously, unless they have it, then it's already made them happy. So you got to sneak into their collection, find out what it is,
Yeah.
and then just pick up any of these, and they should have a good time. Right? Now, I have a surprise question. Now, this one is for Brittany. Now, Brittany, if you could have any board game under your tree, something we don't already have,
Okay.
and a Kickstarter that's not currently coming, like something that's available, something that somebody could actually get you and put under your tree, what would it be? What would be your one game? What's your Christmas board game wish?
Oh, that's a tough question. I think the one game that I've been thinking a lot about would be Spirit Island.
Ooh, yeah.
So I heard about Spirit Island actually on The Secret Cabal.
Great
which is
podcast.
Secret Cabal.
Yeah,
You
the,
guys rock.
The Secret Cabal.
The Secret Cabal. If you guys like board games, they're a great podcast.
Yeah, check out their podcast.
Yeah, so they were talking about it, and then I don't know. I was on Board Game Geek and started hearing or seeing threads about it, and then it just seems so interesting. So the concept of the game, I like the theme. So it's kind of like this magical theme, I guess.
I think
There's
you're
spirits.
spirits on an island and you work together to fend off humans.
and you're fighting off these invaders that are invading your island, which I think is just a neat concept altogether. And I think it's cooperative as well.
Yeah, it
so.
Yeah, and there's a
that's-
Kickstarter out right now for the expansion for it.
Oh, cool! I didn't know that.
Yeah. So, but we won't be kickstarting that because
We haven't played the game yet.
we don't own the original.
Yeah, so I think that would be one of my games. What about you?
Yeah. If I had to pick a game off the top of my head, Coimbra. Now,
And you can actually say it.
yeah, I can Coimbra because I'm Portuguese, and Coimbra is a university.
In
Portugal.
Portugal. It's beautiful if you ever get the chance.
Brittany's
to
been
go.
there. I have not.
Well,
Anyways,
it's a city. It's a city in Portugal. There's a university.
Yeah, it's a city in Portugal there, but I've never been to Coimbra. But Coimbra, the board game, is it's new, and here's the thing: I don't know anything about Coimbra, but all I know is that a lot of people love Coimbra, and
Interesting.
and the fact that it's based on. Like it's Portuguese based, like it's based on Portugal, and I'm being Portuguese, and this game is great, and I want it for that alone. And the thing is, it's like, have you ever wanted to watch a movie, and you don't know what it is? You're like, I don't want to know. Don't tell me. I just want to go in blind. I just want to be surprised, and that's why I want Coimbra. I just want to like get it, open it. I was like, I don't know what this
I
is,
think I want it now.
and let's find out, and then just learn how to play it. Like I don't want to know what kind of game it is. I don't want to know, and I don't want to find out. Because who knows? Maybe I'll get it for Christmas. Maybe not. I don't know. My game list is my Christmas list is huge. So it's just one of many. Actually, it's not even on the list. Anyways, so that's it. Thanks for joining us for our second Christmas top 5 list this year. And we hope it helps. And we hope you have an awesome holiday season.
And if you do end up getting this game for someone, let us know how they enjoy it.
Yeah, let us know which game you got.
Yeah.
And let us know if it was successful, which I guess we won't be hearing you probably until the new year.
Yeah.
But yeah, let us know in the comments below. And if you have any other game suggestions.
Oh yeah. If
That
you
would
have
be
game
good.
suggestions too, let us know.
Below.
We love conversation, so
Talk
you know,
away.
talk away.
All right, so okay, that's it. So if you like this video and you want to see more of what we do here at Board Game Coffee, you can follow us each week by subscribing here.
And if you want to see more videos right now, check out this link over here.
Yeah, and if that's not enough, follow us on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. So, and that's it. I'm Mark Maya.
And I'm Brittany.
And this is
It's
Board Game Coffee. And remember, have fun, keep gaming, be social. See you next week.